You know, I really think that's a false dichotomy because, you know, the point really in this letter is to encourage Apple to give parents more tools, to give them better tools to help kids manage their use of these products. So it is somewhat similar to cigarettes. It shouldn't be like, oh, parents should just do everything. No, we restrict the sale of cigarettes to those younger than 18. Here in California, those younger than 21.
But, Professor, are you saying that phones are as addictive as cigarettes? I mean, is that a good comparison?
Well, I don't think we know that yet, but we do know that there are serious public health consequences to the overuse of these devices in terms of depression and anxiety and these risk factors for suicide.
So, Professor, why can't parents just give their kids a flip phone? Why is the onus on Apple to do this when they already provide parents tools? To be fair, I'm not a parent, but all I need to do is take away the smartphone and give a junior a Nokia flip phone.
Good luck.
Problem solved.
Good luck. Yeah, no, it's not. Good luck.
Right. Well, first of all, those phones are increasingly difficult to find. Second, they're probably going to be the only one in their whole class that doesn't have a smartphone. And there's a lot of great things that can be done on a smartphone that are helpful for kids. And so I have 3 children myself. The oldest is 11. I would be much more willing to give my oldest daughter a smartphone if there was an easier and more seamless way, say when I set up the phone, set up an iPhone, to say, okay, look, she's 11. We're going to do this restriction. She can only call these numbers. We're not going to allow social media on the phone. Right now, there is not an easy, seamless way to do that.
As a parent of an 12-year-old, he just turned 12, by the way. He just got a new phone, by the way. I agree with you. There are tools out there that can help you do this, but they're not necessarily seamless and easy to find. JW, I'd like to just get you into the conversation here, and I wonder why, if I'm characterizing your view correctly, you think it is somehow inappropriate or a step too far for an investor or a group of investors to approach a board and say, hey, you want to take a look at this. What's wrong with that?
Sure. The problem is what lies behind this letter. This letter is just a threat to use a power these shareholders have called the shareholder proposal process. That process is fundamentally flawed. The current SEC chairman has identified it. A number of SEC commissioners have identified it. Essentially what happens is this. The SEC has a rule that creates a town hall process for shareholders to submit proposals. If you've ever seen a town hall, it can get quite lively. Some of these proposals are downright offensive to a lot of people, divesting from Israel. This is one example of a number of examples of political and social policy that make their way into the shareholder proposal process. The other problem is when you talk to tech CEOs about why don't they go public, one of the top 5 things they cite to me is they want to avoid this shareholder proposal process and the politicized proposals that go up. CalSTRS doesn't just do proposals about issues like this. They do issues that very much lean toward, sort of Democratic Party politics because they're run by an elected official. So you can't talk about this one issue without talking about the process they're suggesting and this flawed shareholder proposal process.
Professor, are you getting any payment from JANA? Are they going to give you any fees? Have you been paid for your research by them in any way? Did they buy a lot of your books?
So no, they did not sponsor the research, but yes, they are paying me as a consultant.
Okay, for a year or throughout this process, how does that work? And what do you consult them on?
It's roughly for a year. So I helped write the letter, and we're consulting for them to learn more about the research.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.